Hello friends, I am back and today we will be looking at combustion engines. Now for those of you who follow Yogscast and their latest Tekkit series, you will no doubt have seen the big hole that was underneath their base where Lewis attempted to build a combustion engine power system. Basically Duncan's response was combustion engines will eventually always blow up. It is like a, mathematical certainty. That is not right. There is a way that you can have combustion engines running constantly and they be 100% safe, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So what I've done is I've got a 2x2 infinite water source here, and I've just plopped the pump on top of it. So all I'm going to do, I am in creative by the way, in case you people out there are going to go, he's in creative. I am in creative, well spotted. I'm going to just plonk 4 redstone engines around the side of this. Sorry about the delay, it's a little bit laggy still on the old server. Then I'm going to take some waterproof cobblestone piping. People seem to think that you have to have wood first. You don't. That is a common misconception. And then we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to go 1, we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. Okay, then we're going to come back over on ourselves one in every direction to make a shape like that. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is you're going to want to get these started. So if you place a lever on each corner like that, it will activate all of the engines and they can get started. Now one thing you have to be very, I can't be more clear about here, is that these must be, if you're using the Sphax texture pack, yellow. If you're not using the Sphax texture pack, they have to be red, which means they are fully heated, because the redstone engines work much faster when they are warmer or hotter. So for this to work, these must be at maximum heat before you start this. Okay, so all of you out there who don't listen to this, you come back and you comment on my videos going, oh my god, you said this was absolutely safe and it blew up. It's almost certainly because you didn't wait for these to warm up to the maximum warmth before you started this. Now you can continue building this while that warms up, so make sure you get those started nice and early on in the process. So now what you want to do is you want to place a wooden conductive pipe. The recipe is as follows. Okay, you want to place that in the middle like that, and then you want to go golden conductive pipe, which is exactly the same as that, but with gold, not wood. Like that. Okay, so now you want to get your combustion engines. So you want to go 1 combustion engine here, 1 combustion engine here, and 1 combustion engine here. Wait for the server to catch up. Very laggy today. And they'll all be facing your conductive wooden pipe in the center. It must be wooden, it cannot be gold. That is the one situation where you do have to have wooden conductive pipe for all of the engines to be touching. Okay, and then you're going to go 1 wood here and 1 wood here. Then you're just going to pop the lever on top of both. Okay, so now what is happening is it's slowly filling up these engines with water. That's another important thing, that these have to start on full. So two big precautions there. Maximum heat, full on water. Those are your precautions that you have to have at the beginning of this. So the next thing we're going to just found a hole. Next thing we're going to do is set up the low voltage generator. So this is an engine generator. It's a low voltage engine generator. This is the recipe here. Now what this does is, unlike an energy link, this will convert buildcraft power into industrial power. Okay, so that is imperative. An energy link does it the other way around. It converts industrial power into buildcraft power. So this does it reversed, and you can do these for low voltage, medium voltage, high voltage, and all you change is the transformer in the middle. But low voltage is fine for what you want to be doing. Now the next thing you want to do is obviously fill your combustion engines with a fuel of your choice. I am using oil, and I will explain in a moment why I'm using oil. You can use fuel if you really want to, but oil is easier, and I'll explain why in a moment. So the main reasons why I'm doing this is because a lot of people say oil is useless, like absolutely useless, because combustion engines just explode on you. So this hopefully show you guys how oil is useful, especially if you don't have industrial craft. If you just got buildcraft, or something's going on in your server where it's a bit buggy, you know, buildcraft is amazing. It's not just their automatic crafting tables, which are amazing. So I'll show you how I fuel my systems. What I've done here is I've got a very simple system where in this, a lot of people don't realise this, don't know why you don't realise this, but oil buckets have got an EMC value, you know, so they can be used in, you know, energy condenser chests. So I've just got a couple of Mark 3s here. You probably want to have a few more than that around here, depending on how big your system is. If you've just got 3 engines, and you know, probably 1 Mark 3 will do it. Almost certainly 1 Mark 3 will do it. But you could have this system for 10 of those. You just need to have more energy. So all I've got here is I've got a filter that takes out an oil bucket. It goes down this tube here and spreads it out to a system. This is obviously exactly how I've set it up over there. So it'll go into each of these. Now in this filter, I've got an empty bucket. A lot of people don't realise you can use the same tubing. So, you know, it'll pull it out of the same tubing. So one will be going one way, one will be going the other way. So it'll take the empty buckets out, put them into here, move them back round, and put them back into the EMC chest, where it converts it back into the EMC and ponks it back into the filter. You know, so it's just an endless cycle. So then it takes the oil out, fills it up, blah, blah, blah. And you wouldn't need to have a very high timer on this at all. I mean, I got 10 seconds. That's overkill. You know, you could have it set at 15, 20, maybe even 25, or even 30. You know, I haven't done the exact maths there, but, you know, oil is not used quickly in these combustion engines. You know, 1 bucket of oil is burning in a combustion engine for a good 5 minutes, you know. So, you know, you're not even generating much lag from the timers, which we discovered on the server as of late. So that's how you can make infinite oil. I mean, and this isn't even taking consideration if you find a massive oil well, which are around. You know, that oil well will last you ages. It will fill an MFS, like, easily, I would have thought. You know, so, you know, amazing. People completely underestimate oil, in my opinion. I will be actually building one of these using the oil well on the Island Survival series, so make sure you keep watching that. So yeah, so has our thingy over here, it hasn't quite heated up yet. So what I'll do is I will get an EU reader out, like so, and I will show you. So this thing is completely functioning, okay? This thing is going, you know, at 100% efficiency right now because the engines have completely heated up. Everything is going smoothly. So, and it's doing 12.3 EU a tick. And as you can see, water is full. Water is full. You know, it's, and this has literally been running for now 2 hours. It's been running for now. You know, 2 hours, and it's, you know, hasn't changed. It's just gone completely fine. Now people are saying like 13 EU. That isn't very much. That's a hell of a lot for what you're actually building here. Combustion engines are very cheap, insanely cheap, and you know, redstone engines are even cheaper. Redstone engines are a joke how cheap they are. You know, and a pump is cheap as chips as well. You know, the most expensive thing is the converter, and to be honest, you could use this for a quarry and not need to convert it. So, you know, it's so cheap. It's madness. It's madness that people don't use these engines to generate power. This is just one cell. You know, once you've got down to a T making this, I mean, you saw how quickly I just did that cell then. You know, it's just like you could make 10 of these, 20 of these. You know, obviously it would generate a lot of lag, and I wouldn't recommend using it on big multiplayer servers, but you know, it will generate a lot of lag. Whoa, so we're back up. Whoa, laggy as hell, but whoa, it's back up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and I will come back when these engines have sorted themselves out and they finally heat up. So I shall be right back. Okay, our engines are now nice and warmed up. As you can see, they are now yellow. So what I've done here is I've just put 1 bucket of oil in each of these. As you can see, the water is still at nice at max. These are yellow, so now you know it's safe for you to activate this engine cell. So you flick both these levers, wait for the light to catch up, and boom, they activate. You can see the line that indicates that power is being active. And we can do an EU test on this one just to make sure that everything is functioning great. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit less than what normally is, because these can actually warm up to when they are a green state, and that means they are actually producing power faster. So it's about 14 to 15 EU per tick these generate per cell. But this is an absolutely safe system, okay, so these won't explode. Now, If they do explode, then the issues are quite... there's a short list of what could cause it. One is your water source here is either lagging and isn't filling that block fast enough, or it's bugged out, or you just need to redo it. One of these engines, like, there's a really weird bug. Redstone engines aren't meant to overheat, but sometimes they go dark red and they just stop doing it. That could cause the water to stop pumping at a sufficient rate to do these. So you will, every now and then you want to check on it, but it's such a rare thing to happen. Other than that, yeah, it's fairly important that these don't overheat. Wow, it's fairly important that these don't max out. If these are maxed out and you're not using the power, then it's best just to turn these off. Remember, all you have to do is turn the combustion engines off. You don't need to turn these off and then wait for them to warm up again. You can leave these going and just turn these off, because I think, citation needed, that if these are full, then it produces more heat because the power isn't going anywhere. That's just something I've heard on the on the grapevine. That isn't actually a fact. So there you go, guys. That is a completely safe combustion engine system that uses oil. You can either use a massive well that you found in on your seed, or you can use this infinite oil system that I've shown you here. So yeah, so that's about it. So I've been DCY Stezza. You've been amazing. Server's kind of back up now, but pretty laggy. But hopefully recordings will now start to go underway again. Just a quick thank you to oh god, I'm sorry, I don't have your name to hand. Bear with me a second. There's a bit of a confusion, bit of confusion with the video I did last. It wasn't actually Rainbow Dashier that donated, so I apologise to Rainbow Dashier for now making it look like, yeah, for making you sort of like screaming your name on the channels. It wasn't actually Rainbow Dashier donated. I got myself a bit confused. I did edit that video, but you may not have actually seen it. So the people who have donated have been Harry Apreda. I'm sorry, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, and Jairi Imonen. Okay, again, sorry if I mispronounced your names. Absolute massive help, guys. Really appreciate it. Going to be looking to get the server updated soon. Also pays for the Mumble channel and the website channel, and all the other expenses. You have been added to a VIP list, which means you will be able to log in even when the server is full. You have your own player list effectively, so you can always log in whenever you want to say thank you for your donation. And yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. See you later.